Shalom, ladies and gentlemen. Today, as always, we'll be talking about our weekly Torah portion, our Torah portion called Tetzeh, when you go to war. And Moshe Rabbi lists there many commandments related to the government organization, to the war organization in the future land of Israel. But I want to talk about something that I'm sure you all encounter and familiar, even on a personal level, especially in our turbulent time. Jews are not loved. Nobody likes Jews. Throughout generations, whatever we tried, whatever we did during the Age of Enlightenment, it's became even worse. Nobody likes Jews. And you can fight this, or you cannot. But how you should fight it? How should you oppose this pure hate? I have a lot of friends that going to the different protests and they organize different movements and so on. Should we or should not? Torah actually gives an answer to that in our weekly Torah portion, because it defines two types of hate towards Jewish people. One of them, it's towards the end of the Torah portion, we're very familiar that we should destroy even the memory of Amalek. Amalek, who killed the Jewish people just for sake of killing Jewish people. It's the arch-enemy of the Jewish people. On the other hand, just a couple paragraphs before, in weekly Torah portion, we read about the commandments that should not take revenge on Egyptians, even though we were oppressed and slaves in Egypt. What is the difference? Why the Torah tells about like unprecedented hate and fight that we should take and stand against Amalek, but with Egyptians, okay, they also want to destroy Jewish people exactly like Amalek. The difference is in motives. The difference when we analyze what is stand behind this. Egyptians, yes, they won't destroy the Jewish people, but they said themselves that too many Jews, they are everywhere. They're in all the governments, government offices, they're in all the cultural institutions, they everywhere. There are too many of them, and they will stand against us, and then they rule over us. And the Egyptians, they say we should do something about this, and this is how all the oppression and the slavery start. And this is why Hashem took us out of Egypt. However, the Amalek attacked the Jewish people not because we're strong, but specifically when we were weak. When the people were tangling along the Jewish camp, and he attacked them just because he could, just out of pure animal, unreasonable hate. And this is a difference how the Torah sees those two hates. It's the Egyptians, they didn't hate specifically the Jews. The hate that the Egyptian had, there's a natural hate that existed from the sunrise of the human history, when the two tribes didn't like one each other, when the newcomers were always perceived as second-type citizens, when the immigrants were coming to any country from United States to Israel, they are always will be like perceived like a second kind of, like, you know, too many immigrants are coming, and the locals got intimidated. And this is why the Egyptian hate has certain rational reason behind this, rooted in human nature, not specifically against the Jewish people. And that's why you should not revenge Egyptians. However, the hate from Amalek, it's a pure hate, it's an animal hate. This is a natural anti-Semitism we encounter throughout generation, and this we should fight. Now, there is a problem. The problem is that we as the Jewish people, we embody both hates. Why? Because for the last 2,000 years, we are immigrants more than anybody else. And we are strangers in any land, we are guests in any land, and we perceive as the immigrants, the people are intimidated by us because we are achieving a lot everywhere where we're coming. But then it's always also this natural, pure hate of Amalek against the Jewish people. So what should we do? Herzl, who in his vision envisioned the idea of the state of Israel with whatever qualities he attributed to that, but he was inspired by a combination of those two hates, and he writes that inspired the idea of the Jewish state, that we cannot escape the natural hate while we also an immigrants, and at least the Egyptian hate we can escape by having our own state. However, today we are at this position where we have our own state, and this is a time that we can fight the natural, unreasonable hate from Amalek type, but we can fight it from the position of strength, from our own country, our own state, our own land. And we shouldn't be intimidated with any hate. As Golda Meir said, that I'm okay with having a hated by everybody Israel Amalek hate, rather than loved by everybody Auschwitz. Good luck, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. I see you next week.